Alright guys, it really wasn't that long ago I posted a video claiming the most I've ever spent on a mod, and like an SKX style mod build. Well, with the close work of the same owner of that watch, we topped it. So this is the new reigning champ of the most expensive build so far through my channel, and this was a collab through Loom Shot's channel, which I'll put a link to his channel and the video that he already made on this build in the description. So definitely check out his channel. If you're into Seiko mods, that's who you need to talk to. If you're looking to get into them, I've been steering everybody over to Lume Shot. So go sub to him, go check out his channel. If you're looking for work done, he will actually do the work for you. I straight up do not have the time for it, and he does phenomenal work, as you can see with this watch. So first off, before we get started out, I want to say big thanks to Loom Shot, and also a big thanks to Dirk for funding this project and making it come to life. So let's get right into it. So you can see here, basically it was originally the Seiko Ninja Turtle, the SRPC 49. The case and everything's still sitting over here, totally fine. We harvested a good portion of the parts, but you still have a good case and everything over there, so it could be put back. You know, nothing has been destroyed here, guys. We've only created and made something that you are definitely not going to see anywhere else, and I could almost guarantee that. So let's just break down prices, because I think that's really what is kind of the craziness of this, other than the fact that it is just an amazing watch. So we'll talk about prices, and we'll also just take a look at it too. We'll go through everything. So right out of the gate, the big price tag of the buying a, the current priced Seiko Ninja Turtle is, for the SRPC 49, is I paid $850. That was used. So, but it's in great condition. It has all, the strap. I mean, it was a complete kit. So it comes with the, the full watch and everything in the box and everything. It's all black and orange. It's really cool looking. So $850, you've already started with a pretty high price tag, because you can sell all this, but I don't think you're going to get a ton of money for this. So to sell this to recoup your cost, I think it might be wise just to hold on to it, throw it in a box, because if for some reason you want to change it back over, you always have that option. So $850. Now the case, this black case, this is a 444 case, or 444 case. I'll put a link in the description. If you can get a hold of him, you can buy a case. He's got, stainless cases and black cases, and I think he's expanding and everything. So, but those are around $100. So I just said $100. So $850, $100. Okay, I'll jump into the bezel. This is a Namoki's, like sub-style bezel, and it's also matte colored, so it matches. I wanted most of the case and bezel and everything, and the crown and everything to be matte. So that's a Namoki's one that is a matte colored. I did actually order a couple of other brands, and they came in and they were shiny. They weren't matte, so I ended up going with this one. I'm fairly certain that's what this one is. So, and again, I'll in the description, I'll have this all listed. So the insert is the 12-hour bezel. They call it the Stealth insert, and that's from Namoki's as well. That is only $36. It's not loomed or anything like that. You can see it's kind of a glossy ceramic, and then the numbers are kind of engraved out, so it leaves it in a matte colored. So I think it's a nice contrast. I really like that option. So, and you can see here that we went with a bi-directional. So there is no, basically there's no spring bar in there, the spring clip. So it's just the gasket material that is going to add or give you the resistance. So it's going to be nice and smooth, but also taut enough that you're going to be able to keep that in the position that you set it at. So next up would be the Sapphire Crystal. Now I know a few people had asked me earlier. They're like, hey, I don't see, that's not a Namoki's crystal. It is a Namoki's crystal. They just added it on their website not that long ago. So they have two different options. This is the double domed no bevel. So when it's fitted with a sloped insert, it's a very smooth transition. And then I like to go with the clear AR, but you can do blue AR coating on it too. So this is also in the Namoki's, and the Sapphire Crystal for that is $43. The chapter, now if you look at the chapter ring, as you look in there, you can see it's very OEM looking, but then there's orange dashes on it. So it's actually Loom Shot is the one that pointed that out to me. He's like, hey, we need to go with that chapter. And I'm like, absolutely. That is the 100% correct choice for this watch. And I think it works. Like, that's something that Seiko should have done, because even the stock one didn't have that. But it also had the gray tones and everything on the bezel. So that's only $19. And then the last piece of the puzzle that really, financially we have into this is the crown and stem assembly. And Crystal Times pretty much owns that. This one's a little bit oversized. It's super easy to grip, and it also has triple gaskets in it. It has a crazy solid pop to it. And if we zoom in here, you can see there's, well, maybe you can't see it, but it's just a really good, it's all matte black, and they have different color options and everything. But it's super tight, firm. There's like no wobble, and it's got the 3 gaskets, and so it's going to seal up really good. So killer option there. And then we actually Loom Shot fitted the factory turtle case back to it. So it has the limited edition and everything like that on there, and that seals up. So there's no problem. It fits perfect. Now, you could have easily went with the factory strap because it has all the black hardware and everything, and it is super comfortable. But both Dirk and I were really hoping that we could convince Crafter Blue Straps to make their two-tone with the black and the orange and then fit it to the case. But there's none available, and at some point I'm assuming they will probably add those, especially with the new 5KX. There's a bunch of different colorways, so Crafter's probably gonna hit the drawing board and do a bunch of different colors and get those out there, I'm sure. So we'll probably see it in the future, but in the meantime, no regrets with this purchase. The Barton strap is super comfortable and slick feeling, and it also has the black hardware option and the orange reveal on the bottom. And then also my buddy Doug sent over a bunch of straps that Noman gave him, and there was a black and orange one in there, so I'm going to probably throw that in for Dirk to have as well. So and also so I'm not really adding any of these into the price, but Dirk is also working on getting a strap code matte colored black Angus Jubilee. So he'll probably end up with it on a black bracelet. But you can see there on my 7 1/4, I really like the way the SKX and other style cases fit on wrist. I prefer them over the turtle. I know a lot of you guys do too. But, there's probably just as many guys that would rather have the turtle over the SKX. And I get it, but this is so much deeper than that. And I know that, that's going to be controversial in the comments. Totally fine with it. You guys can plead your case as long as you keep it clean. As far as how ridiculous building something like this is, for everybody that thinks that way, there's another person that thinks the other way, where basically this is something that is going to be unique and creative that only Dirk is going to have. I really can't see anybody going through the trouble to do this, and that's exactly what got Dirk and I excited about creating this and going to this level. And actually, even if you go watch on Loom Shot's channel, there's more and more people that are willing to touch that that fourth digit, that $1,000 mark on these builds, to have something that is 100% unique to them, that you're not going to see anywhere else. Not only are you certainly not going to be able to see it on the wrist of anybody else walking around, but you're not even going to see these creations posted up on social media anywhere. This is its own piece, and it's very special. I do think Dirk is maybe hoarding a bunch of special pieces, but that's kind of his thing too. He does it with some knives and everything too. So it's just a personality that some collectors have, and I get it, and I dig it. So I appreciate you guys tuning in and checking it out. Let me give you a Loom Shot, because it is a Seiko, and it does have loom. Even though it's kind of creamy looking indices, it's still got killer loom. So there you go. Excellent watch. thanks to everybody involved with this project. It was very fun. I'm not sure how many more of these I'm going to do, to be honest with you. When Seiko comes out with some more pretty crazy or exciting turtles, I might grasp onto another one and do another build, but I feel like I'm probably going to take a break for a little bit from doing them at this level. So, all right, guys, I'll see you in the next vid.